How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we've got another automotive news video. But before we actually get into today's video, I did just want to remind you guys we're really close, but as soon as we hit 1,500 subscribers on the channel, I'm going to be doing my very first giveaway. I'm pretty much just going to be giving away $100 worth of my merchandise to one subscriber and one subscriber only. And that being said, literally all you have to do is subscribe. It's absolutely free. Helps me out a lot as a smaller YouTuber. Plus, if you're into car reviews, modified vehicle reviews, DIY videos, car show vlogs, as well as automotive news videos, I definitely highly suggest subscribing down below, because I pretty much post videos like at least 3 times a week on like all those different topics. Moving on to this article that you can see on the screen. At first, when I kind of first heard about this, I thought this was maybe just politics, you know, the left and right going back and forth on the electric vehicle, I guess, issue that we have now, or like kind of the debate that we're having now. But you can see the title of the article, and it's basically the Texans may have to pay $200 to $400 fee for driving an electric vehicle, and that's per vehicle. Now, like always, I will be leaving the link to this article down in the description below. But yeah, I mean, going through this article, one thing that I personally want to point out is, like I said at first, I kind of just thought this was politics, and kind of like how I guess the left is pushing more for electric vehicles, and I guess wanting to up certain tax benefits for electric vehicle owners and certain things like that. And maybe that just Republicans in Texas just didn't like that idea or whatever. But the kind of tax that is being proposed or fine that is being proposed is actually kind of interesting, because it includes a lot of issues that me personally, I honestly never even really thought of. And probably the biggest issue is the fact that most of what gas prices are is tax. So a large percentage of what you pay for gas is actually going to the government. Now, you can have a whole discussion on whether or not that's right or not. But I'm just kind of telling you guys the truth, and I don't know the exact percentage or the average percentage, but I do know that if you own, an internal combustion engine vehicle, and you're, paying gas every week or every other week, however many times you fill up, most of that money is actually going to the government through different gas taxes, things like that. Also, another issue that I didn't even think of is that EVs, electric vehicles, are actually weigh like a lot more than their internal combustion engine counterparts because of all the different batteries in the cars. So road usage and potholes and different things like that, the roads are going to be affected more by EVs because they just weigh so damn much. And this is kind of another thing that's being brought up with this bill. So again, I'll leave the link to this kind of article down in the description below. Definitely be sure to check it out. But it just came out on Car and Driver a few days ago, and as you see, this bill is called Senate Bill 1728, and it would raise fees on electric vehicle owners as a way to make up for the gas tax they're not paying. And it would be an annual fee between $190 and $240, and an additional fee of over $150 for anyone who drives their EVs for more than 9,000 miles a year, and an annual surcharge of $10 to fund Charging Infrastructure Advisory Council. So, but basically a bunch of little tiny fines that are probably going to add up for people who actually own electric vehicles. Now, me personally, if you've been subscribed to the channel, I, as well as many other car enthusiasts, don't really like electric vehicles that much, and personally, I would rather have the internal combustion engine not die out, and I love actually hearing vehicles and gas engines and everything like that. But at the same time, I am most of the time against the government taxing citizens more, so, or fining citizens more. So I'm kind of torn on this issue. Then again, I don't live in Texas, so at the end of the day, this doesn't really affect me that much. But it's definitely a very interesting comments, and I'd love to hear what you guys have to think about it down in the comments section below. So yeah, I mean, let me know if you think that something like this is justified. Let me know your opinions on EVs, and also let me know if you think electric vehicle owners shouldn't get as much tax benefits as they currently do, and they should actually potentially pay more for owning an electric vehicle, because it's a very is a very interesting concept. And I mean, with, I guess, the newer administration pushing to be more quote-unquote eco-friendly, and I say that because just because people are driving electric vehicles doesn't necessarily mean that that's better for the environment. Because if you don't know already, I believe there was actually a study that basically said that if an internal combustion engine, like a gas-powered car, was compared to a new electric car, fully like electric car, both of those vehicles would have to go like 80,000 miles or something until the electric vehicle actually starts to become better for the environment, because all the lithium ion battery mining, whatever the hell, that needs to be done to, you know, manufacture those electric vehicles. So actually the process of manufacturing internal combustion engine vehicles is better for the environment than manufacturing electric vehicles. So that's why personally I don't necessarily think that we should be doing like what I guess California is doing, where they're trying to ban the sale of all like new gas-powered vehicles by 2035 or something like that. So I definitely don't think that the entire country should go that route. And the last thing I'd want to do on my channel is get political or anything, because quite honestly, like, I don't really care what side you guys are on, but at the end of the day, this is a topic that could definitely affect the automotive industry for sure, and also could possibly affect auto enthusiasts out there who may actually be into electric vehicles, and I guess they live in Texas. But it is interesting because this article does go on to mention Tesla here, and it's kind of interesting because, again, like, Elon Musk did just move like Tesla's main operations, I believe, from California to Texas. So it's kind of going to be interesting to see how Tesla reacts to this. And also, again, I do want to reiterate, I'm really against like the government just taxing citizens more and more, because there's a lot of inefficient usage of taxpayer dollars, to say the least, in our government. But I mean, these little like $200 fines, $50 fines, I mean, in total it's maybe a few $100s a year for people who own EVs. So it's not like they're looking to, you know, completely freaking fine the hell out of EV owners either. So again, let me know if you guys think this is something that is justified. Also, let me know what your opinions on EVs compared to internal combustion engine vehicles are down in the comments below. And I know this was a shorter video, but again, I will leave the link to this article down in the description below, and you can definitely go check this out yourself, because I think that this is a very interesting topic for sure. But like always, guys, thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.